You work with trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Does Buongiorno freaks and geeks, and welcome to another MKH reaction, aka Boss Bitch Bonanza, aka Triple B. I'm joking, but what I'm very serious about is today's video. I found a video supplied to us by Talk Radio. For those of you that don't know what Talk Radio is, it basically exists within the UK and forms part of the wider apparatus, which is the Nazi aesthetics. And I'm not talking about good old-fashioned Nazism, like, you know, where they only liked blonde hair, blue-eyed, they like to kill Jews, gypsies, disabled people, communists, socialists, anyone didn't agree with them, Russians, Poles, French, British, Americans. No, I'm talking about the new fashion Nazis. You know, they like to go under the disguise of alt-right, if you will. Now, Talk Radio falls under that umbrella, along with the Daily Mail and GB News, to name a few others. Anyway, with that being said, I have found this video by Mike Graham, and he's about to have a very interesting conversation with a member of Insulate Britain. This video, for some reason, has garnered 9.9 million views already, and it's only 57 seconds long. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, before I press play on this video, yeah, give me a like, guys, and subscribe. And also, in the description below, I have links to other things that I got going on. I know it's a pain, but I have to plug this stuff. There's a Patreon down there, I think. Actually, yeah, there definitely is a Patreon down there. So yeah, give it a click and see what else I've got going on. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into this. Yeah.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hello. What are you glued to, Cameron?
Just your screen, unfortunately.
Hey, that's one way to start an interview. I like I like the ballsiness. I like that this guy is coming on speaking to someone he clearly doesn't like, and he's not hiding it. I wish more interviews were like that, and that will prevent people being hit with soft pillows. And I was of the I guess not even belief, but of the practice that maybe you shouldn't talk to people with such opposing views to your own. But then again, how are their followers ever going to be exposed to a difference of opinion? So big up to Cameron for coming on Talk Radio, and also big up to Mike for inviting him.
Unfortunately. What do you do for a living,
Well,
Cameron?
I'm a carpenter.
A carpenter, right. So how safe is that for the climate?
Hold on, wait. Unfortunately, so he nosedives into asking what his profession is. Like, to be honest, he probably looked at Cameron and thought he was like one of these new social media coding type dudes. He didn't expect him to say out of his mouth carpenter. I didn't expect him to say carpenter, if I'm being completely honest. He looks like such a Generation Z type dude, and I'm actually quite shocked that he is from Insulate Britain, like, because all the people I've seen protesting have been like old middle class, well, old / retiree middle class white people. So this is a it's an interesting take that they decided that this person should be their spokesman. Well, I've definitely learned something new today. A carpenter. Let's see what and Mike has just said, how's that environmentally friendly? I think he's trying to get at, but yeah, let's see.
Well, I work with timber, which is a much more sustainable material rather than concrete. I also
But you work with
retrofit-
trees that have been cut down then, don't you?
It's a sustainable building practice.
How is it sustainable if you're killing trees?
Does Mike know what sustainable means? What is happening? Does Mike know what sustainable means before he starts coming with these types of follow-up questions? Anyway, let's see.
Because it's regenerative, you can grow trees.
Right. Well, you can grow all sorts of things, can't you?
He doesn't know what sustainable means. Mike doesn't know what sustainable means. That's why. What? Okay, this is.
Well, you can't grow concrete.
You can.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I need to catch my breath. You know what? It's that awkward silence reminds me when I was in an interview, and I believe the question was, give me an example of when you showed leadership skills and were able to problem solve. And my brain went dead, and the only thing I could respond with was, yes. And then we sat in silence for 30 seconds before I had to jumpstart my brain again and give a half-hearted answer. But what the hell just happened? They were giving each other like the deepest eye contact.
He wants to see if you like him the way, or you're attracted to him the way that he's attracted to you. So if you've noticed that he's trying to keep eye contact with you, then he's essentially trying to see if by holding eye contact with him, to him, if you held eye contact with him, to him, it's telling him that you like him. Okay, so.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is okay. What?
See you, Cameron. Cheerio. That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them.
I'm dead. I'm actually dead. He kicked him off because he didn't answer possibly the most stupid question on the face of the planet. Like, Mike, what are you doing, Mike? Come on, Mike. You weren't being serious. Obviously, you were trolling Cameron, wasn't you? You were definitely... What? And then he rounds it off. Let me just see what he says here. Let me just rewind what he says here.
That was Cameron. He grows trees and then cuts them down and then makes things from them. Brilliant. Marvellous.
So, is it me or is he patronising the profession of being a carpenter? Is that not... Wait, hold on. What? Who is this guy? Where does he live? How out of touch is he? Does he think being a carpenter is not a noble profession? Wasn't Jesus a carpenter, for crying out loud? Like, what would he say if, like, Cameron said he was an electrician? Oh, that's Cameron. He sticks wires into holes and things go zzz. Like, what? Why downplay his profession? Carpenter's incredibly important. Oh, Mike.
I don't think I ever want to talk to any of those people.
Well, obviously you don't want to talk to any of those people if the conversation takes a sharp left turn like that. My God. Let's have a look at these comments. To shield itself from I guess criticism. This is what's underneath this video. So watch more Insulate Britain fails on YouTube. Even though we've watched the biggest fail from talk radio in history. They've done a poll. Let's see. So 15 hours left on this poll. Is it possible to grow concrete? I'm going to click no. But in this proud age of newfound new age media, like 6.2% people said yes, and 11.1% said metaphorically yes. And now we have another video to answer this. This happened 7 hours ago. Mike, it turns out you can actually grow concrete. Yes, you can grow stone and effectively turn carbon dioxide into a variety of stone-like materials in the fundamentals of the process. You are correct.
If you believe that, I need to go and get my psychological assessment kit, and you need an intelligence test right now.
Nah, I'm not buying it. Sorry. And look under here. More living concrete made from bacteria used to create replicating bricks. But that's bacteria. That's not concrete. Concrete's in commas. What? See, this is how you know they are very wrong, or Mike is a complete bozo. Mike not only replied to this video with epic fails by Insulate Britain, you also have a stupid poll, and then some futurist. What is he? Tony Stark? He's a futurist. What does that even mean? Someone did, like, is that the Middle Ages equivalent of a fortune teller? Anyway, and then you have this other stupid article around living concrete in the commas. And yeah, this comment section is an absolute mess. Now, if you're wondering why Mike is like this, it's because Mike was born in London at a time where you could call your children, or name your children more to the point, Archibald Michael Graham. And I think Mike is just a bit butthurt that he now lives in London, where most people are called Muhammad. Like, join the dots however you will. Mike is not a happy boy. That was a stupid video though. So very, very stupid. Well, not a stupid video, it's just a stupid interaction, which, yeah, for all intents and purposes, didn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, if you're wondering why talk radio puts out content like that, is because it's owned by this timeline's answer to the Sith Lord, Rupert Murdoch, or Rupert Murdoch, or more to the point, a company that Rupert Murdoch actually purchased not that long ago. I think in 2016, or it could have been 2018. I don't know, one of the two. Yeah, that was so very odd.
One debt to society later.
Now, while we're here, I have a message for Insulate Britain. Guys, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm with you. Like, the message you're trying to spread is admirable, and I'm fully behind it. And I need you to win, because in 80 years, this climate crisis is going to make the planet inhabitable for human beings. But when it comes to your method of spreading this message, this is my bit of advice.
Stop it. Get some help.
You guys are going about it all of the wrong ways. You are blocking traffic, and you're not blocking traffic to the people in control or the billionaires. You're blocking traffic to ordinary people. These are people that are at the bottom of the ladder when it comes to office jobs. These are people driving their Ubers. These are sole traders. These are people working for the emergency services, trying to get 6 people to the hospital. It could be the police. Here's the thing. You're taking time away from the police force. You could be out solving crimes or harassing black people, one of the two. You're taking their time away from doing those important things. A fundamental issue with that boils down to this fact. For a right-wing, toxic conservative government like the one we have to stay in power, they need to do one of three things, in my mind. You either have to divide and conquer. This is whereby you say to a section of the population, this is your enemy. They're the reason your life is really bad. The other parties support your enemy. And you saw this when David Cameron was going up against Ed Miliband back in, I think it was 2015, where he said if you vote in Labour, you'll get the Scottish National Party, which is such a stupid reason to not vote Labour, because everyone knows the Scottish National Party wants to leave the union. So how would they want to have an ongoing effect on the lives of, and David Cameron at the time was speaking to English people. They don't care about English people. The Scottish National Party want independence. That's all they want. Number two, you tell lies, but not only lies, you tell the biggest lies of all. And with these lies, you sometimes slap them on the side of massive red buses, or one bus. I think it was one bus that they used. Yeah, and we saw this during the EU referendum, and that tactic was employed by the Vote Leave campaign. Number three, you just say epically stupid stuff, like, for example, Michael Gove saying the ordinary person is tired of experts. I mean, what?
I think the people in this country have had enough of experts with organisations.
So yeah, one of those three things. And the issue with Insulate Britain is that, and this is my conspiracy hat on, I really feel like they've been commissioned by the government to divide and conquer the nation. Like, what the hell? There's no way that Insulate Britain thinks that they are getting people on their side by doing the tactics that they're using. Like, I have tremendous sympathy for a person that works a 9 to 5 who can't even think past this evening's meal, that they don't understand what Insulate Britain is doing. I'm not mad at the fact that they may not have the emotional maturity to think, oh, there's a representative of Insulate Britain. He's in the middle of my street. He's in the middle of my street, blocking my way to my job, which I've been conditioned within a capitalist society to put above everything else. He must be in that road because, oh yeah, the planet's dying. And he wants me to be on his side by, I don't know, lobbying the government to make changes in order to influence other countries to reduce their carbon footprint. And if I don't lobby them now, then I guess I can always vote them out of the next election. No one's thinking like that. Nobody. Especially people that are just tired. People are just tired at the moment. Like, what? If you really wanted to, like, I don't know, make a real message, why don't you go and do things that affect people that really are leaving a massive carbon footprint on the planet? Why don't you, like, block a road going to a private plane runway or something? Or, I don't know, go to one of those farms where they just herd all the cows and let the cows free. Or this is a fantastic idea for reducing one's carbon footprint. Why don't you sterilize Boris Johnson so he doesn't have any more children?
I was joking.
Which will no doubt have a massive effect in terms of balancing out his carbon emissions on the planet. I hope that made sense. I don't know, but Insulate Britain, plumber, please just tone it down. And if you don't believe me, this is what is happening right now because of these actions.
It wasn't painful, it didn't hurt, it was unpleasant, but just sad, you know, the whole thing's sad. You know, it's sad that we have to do this. I hate doing it. You know, I'm a retired doctor, I've spent my life trying to help people, and I'm reduced to having to do this. because the government won't address the problem adequately, basically.
Are you worried about violence against you?
Yeah, of course, terribly worried, yes. It was.
Okay, here we see one of the Insulate Britain protesters has had, I think it's ink thrown at his face. Like, thank God. Like, this is, I do not condone this whatsoever. I don't agree with Insulate Britain's tactics, but there's no way that someone should be getting ink thrown in their face, which could... thankfully, it's only ink. Like, I don't even want to suggest what else it could escalate to, but this is silly. But this guy says he's a retired doctor. He said he shouldn't have to do this, which is both true. Also, you're targeting the wrong people. Stop getting the working class to work against you. Like, there must be some other way. There is some other way. There is some other way. You need to go to the government. Why don't you go around, I don't know, picking out all of the package and rubbish that's left by Amazon orders and go and tip it out on the headquarters, the London headquarters of Amazon? Why don't you do that instead? Like, if you want to draw attention, don't stop working people who have no other viable option in this capitalist society but to work. Don't let them be your enemy, which is what is happening right now. You need to go to the government directly. However you do that, do it. Like, what happened to the good old days when, I don't know, Greenpeace would hold up a one of those ships carrying nukes or something, like massive statement, and it kind of inconvenienced the least amount of people, and definitely not working people. Why can't you do that? Can't you change yourself to Downing Street or something if you wanted? Why are you blocking roads? Like, it's a massive shame. But yeah, this is not this is not the way forward. It's sad. It's sad, definitely sad. Everyone tone it down a bit. Like, all of this can be resolved in an amicable way. Yeah, so that's it. That is Insulate Britain, and that was Mike Graham. I don't know, I hope this video made sense. I felt like I was all over the place. My brain was absolutely fried. But yeah, anyway, I'm MKH. This has been my reaction. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. What is the best course of action? How do we get actual change and actual effective policy when it comes to the climate crisis? And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.